Good evening, everyone. I am finally here to share what I learned last week at Facebook's headquarters downtown Toronto. So last week they had this opportunity to go to Facebook and have a little course, or so they said, a little course on Facebook for Business. So I went online, I signed up. It was like $18. That's the first thing. If you're on Facebook for Business, you have to invest in yourself. So things like courses, be them online or in person, are really good investments. And to have Facebook Canada offering a course for $18 is bananas. So I took it, I bought the ticket on Eventbrite, which is another thing that entrepreneurs can use. And I went. That's another thing if you have a small business, you really have to get out there. Although a lot of us do our business on the computer, we have to get from behind our screens and from behind our phones and go out and meet people for real. Because at the end of the day, yes, you have to have a good product, and yes, you have to have a good marketing scheme, but people buy from the people that they like. So if they don't like you, they don't know you, and they never see you anywhere, it's very hard to connect. So I went there and I got to meet actually a couple of people that I've been friends with on Facebook for a while, and it was really cool. But I'm going to share with you what I learned. Now, this is not organized. I'm going to be reading some from my notes, but I did learn a lot of things. And if you have a small business on Facebook, or if you have a small business and you're not on Facebook, get with it. Here's some tips. Now, the lady that taught us, her name is Brandy Kelly, and she's a client partner with Facebook. And I was smart enough to friend her. So Brandy, if you're out there watching, I'm going to try to share with everyone what you shared with us. So Brandy's job is to meet with huge corporate clients that use Facebook for their business, and together with a team, she teaches them things. But for us, this small crowd, she gave us, I think the course was 2 hours, an hour and a half of her time, and she crammed a lot of information into it. So here I am, and I'm going to share with you what I can make out from my badly written notes. So one of the first things someone said there, and it is so true in this changing world, it is not who you know, but who knows you. So social media gives the average little guy a far, far reach, further than he could have ever even dreamt of 20 years ago. So back in the day, I used to sell art, like let's say 20 years ago, and we used to have to print flyers, go around town, staple them to posts and trees, and get to the Gazette by a certain time at night to put in an ad. Now you have social media. You have, and let me read this to you, there are 1.93 billion people on Facebook, okay, at any given time. There are 23 million in Canada, 1 billion on WhatsApp, 1.3 billion people on Facebook every day at any given time. So for you not to be on Facebook with the possibility of reaching over 1 billion people is bananas, especially considering it's free. Yeah, you have to pay for Wi-Fi, but really it makes no sense if you have a small business to not be on here for your business. So that's the first thing. What you want to do, they gave us a lot of examples about people who have their business on Facebook and how they've been able to completely change their business and their reach. I'll give you one name that you could look her up. Her name is Cami Newman, C-A-M-Y, and she has Pop-Up Plus. And it's a store, I believe she's based in New York, I'm not sure. But using Facebook, she was able to completely change her business. I think she increased her business 20-fold over a very short period of time. So believe me when I tell you that it is really worth it to find out about these things I'm going to tell you about. And I still have a lot of homework to do. So huge reach, about 1/7 of the planet is on Facebook. That's a lot of people. Okay, now there is a difference between your Facebook page and your personal page. And something that she said that really resounded and clarified a lot for me is your business page is the voice of your business, not yours. So your business page is not necessarily the place to be posting pictures of your kids or of your home rentals, unless that's the business that you're in, but it is really the voice of your business. Now, a business should have somewhat of a personality. A lot of the businesses that we're attached to as the general public, be it Apple, Coca-Cola, Gap, whatever the brand name it is, when you think about it, it is associated with a feeling. It has a culture to it. And that's what you want to give your business page. You want to give your business page a culture, a voice, but it is the voice of your business. So anytime you post on your business page, think about it. Is this something that I want my business to represent? So it's important to keep it from being one big long infomercial, but remember, it is the voice of your business. Keep your personal stuff for your personal page. And that's really good because it helps you connect with people and they know who you are. And people, as you know, we're big voyeurs now, reality TV, everybody kind of wants to look into other people's lives. So make sure that you are giving what you want of yourself to people on Facebook, but keep your business page really is the voice of your business. Now, of course, Facebook in itself is a business. It is a service that is provided to us for free. But if you want to do business on Facebook, aside from maybe doing a viral post or something going viral for you, in general, you will have to invest something. We do grow organically. Like, I've never bought likes, I've never bought follows, but there are tools that Facebook has in place to really help businesses boost their business, and I'm going to be trying some of them out myself and working with those. So, Page Insights. Facebook has an app. They got a lot of apps. Facebook has an app called the Page Manager. And what the Page Manager does is it helps you check your insights and it really helps you post on the go. So Facebook can allow you on your business page to post, like to schedule posts, which really helps if you have a 9-to-5 and you want to keep in contact with your market and make sure that you're visible all of the time. But they have a Page Manager, and the Page Manager takes everything a step further. And what it does is it will give you feedback on who's watching, so the age, the gender, and the location of the people that are interacting with your posts. Now, if you're doing a certain kind of marketing, that's really, really important, because if you're selling, let's say, bras, you want to know that it's mostly women that are in your shipping area that are above, I don't know, 16, have some breasts, that are looking at your post. So this will really help you know if your ads and your posts are really being targeted towards the people you need them to be, and then you can adjust accordingly. So that's the Page Manager, and I think I have some more notes about it further on, and I will get to that. Now, Messenger. Has anybody noticed that Messenger has turned into an entity on and of itself? Yes, you use the Page Manager. Of course, you use the Page Manager, Chantal. You've got a lot of pages. The Messenger is actually, there are 1.2 billion users of Messenger. Yeah, totally changed my respect for it. I'm really re-looking at that. Have you noticed on Messenger, they have that My Day thing now? So you can use your day to advertise to people, and you can either send it to specific people, or, and this is for, I'm speaking to people who have businesses. No, this is not for the average person. And yes, you can use Facebook Messenger My Day to share your kids or the park or whatever you did, but I'm speaking specifically to small business owners and entrepreneurs. So you can use Facebook Messenger, apparently, is this huge marketing tool now. I did not know that. So 67% of people say they would do business, more likely to do business with people who will message back. So there is this thing, they call them the millenniums. The millennials, the people who were born in like the 1990s. Obviously, a lot of them are computer savvy. That's the life that they're used to. And they want businesses that can message back. And if you follow any businesses on Facebook, and if you don't, you should, especially the brands you love, and watch how they do their business. That's another great thing. We're all here. It's all open to us. Look at what the people you admire are doing and implement some of those things that they do that makes you want to do business with them. And that's something I've noticed, is that some of the bigger businesses, they have pages, they have somebody obviously that's dedicated to answering all of the comments, all of the complaints, all of the concerns, and it really helps people interact with you and feel like they're not just doing business with this big boxed place, which the bigger businesses are, but for us, especially the small business owners, you have to connect with your clientele. So apparently Facebook Messenger is huge, 1.2 billion users of Messenger. So that's bananas. Again, I think I have notes going further on. There are 8.5 million people on Instagram. I thought it was more, but 8.5 is still pretty good. And if I could get 0.05% of those people to buy from me, I'd be a very rich woman today. So Face and IG has also changed quite a bit. So you can have a business page on IG, which will have your business profile, your address, your contact info, etc. So especially if you're a brick and mortar place, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, you can be sending out blasts to your specific audience to tell them what you have that would interest them and bring them to your location. Or if you're online, bring them to your online store. So again, on Instagram, they have insights, demographics, super important, who's watching you, who's reacting to your posts, and that will give you a better idea on how to revamp them. And all of this is in live time. So once you launch a campaign, you can keep checking. You don't have to wait till it's over to check. You can check while it's going on. And if you see that it's not reaching the people that you wanted it to reach, you can actually change it while it's going on and see if you get a different result. So they just have some amazing tools that I really didn't know about. Boosting a post on Facebook or on IG gives you limited options, and that's why they really encourage you to use the ad manager. So it measures your success. It tells people what do you want them to do. So this action button, the action button is important. Visit my page, shop now, inquire here, give me a call. What you're doing, I had done a video earlier about intent. Why did you put that ad out there? Because you want them to what? And this is really important. And this is what a lot of people, especially in my business, get caught up with. Social metrics do not grow your business. Repeat after me. Social metrics do not grow your business. Now, it may grow awareness, but it doesn't grow your business. And that is where a lot of people get it confused. Social metrics are things like likes and comments. Those are great. That means people are paying attention and they're watching you, and that is all well and good. But 1 million likes and no purchases or no referrals or no clients do not grow your business. So what you want to do is take actions that will actually grow your business. So another thing that the ads, these ads that are done through Ad Manager, is that they are able to collect leads. Now, I'm from Montreal, a big telemarketing capital of North America, and leads, to anybody that's in sales, anybody that's in business knows leads are the holy grail. You need leads. If you do not have leads, how do you grow your business? With Ad Managers, it gives you leads. And this part was really cool. I'm going to flip forward because she quite shocked me when I found out about this. So you have your targeting options, so demographics, interests, and behaviors and locations. Now, how do I get people to my page? Well, you can have the ads target people, for example, dog lovers, people who like parks. So people who have shown on Facebook, and that's the other thing, is Facebook doesn't follow IP addresses or computers. It follows people. So no matter what device you use, once you sign in, it is keeping track of, yes, people. Facebook keeps track of you. It is keeping track of the things that you like, the places you visit, what it is you like. So now when an entrepreneur or business person places an ad and says, okay, I want to target dog lovers that live in Toronto's, that drink lattes, that like sunglasses, I don't know, that combination of things. Because of the interest that you have shown on Facebook, they're able to target that audience. And what they do is now they're advanced audiences. Now, I am now talking to you about something that I'm not even sure about, but I'm about to figure it out. And trust me, you guys know, as soon as I do, I'll bring you with me. Now, you have advanced audiences. So you have your custom audiences. So you can input, like, for example, when Facebook asks you to upload things, yes, they're trying to get all your information because they're trying to get everybody else's too. And you can use this to your advantage. So you can put input your friends' emails and find clients on Facebook by these custom audience options that you choose. But what it will also do is find lookalike audience. So let's say people have already purchased from you in the past. What it will do, it will look for people like those people who have the same interest, that fall in the same demographics. So you're not just regurgitating the same information to the same clients, you're actually going to find clients like those clients to advertise to as well. So that's really cool, and that's in the advanced audiences. I believe that would be on the Ads Manager. And if anybody knows stuff and I'm getting it wrong, please comment in the comment section. Let's all help each other. Let's get our businesses rolling. It will be good for everybody. Okay, so you're going to run ads that are relevant to people, right? You want to do something that makes that thumb stop. And she used that phrase a lot, and I really like it. You have 3 seconds to get somebody's attention. That is how short our attention spans are down to now. You got 3 seconds to make that person stop. Go, oh, what's this? So what do we do with that? With pictures, because we have stopped reading and now we all like pretty pictures. So they have different kinds of pictures that you can use. The carousel. Now, I'm going to be dropping a few statistics here. For some of you, it'll be interesting. For some of you, it won't. But the carousel ad, which is basically a picture, and it goes, like a carousel, it goes around. So you have like a rotating picture. It's not exactly like a slideshow. It's a carousel. And that has 7 times return on ad spend. So now, but you have to think about that. If you spent $2 on the ad and you get 7 times the return, it's $14. It's like going to the casino. You go to the nickel machine. If you win 10 times your money, you don't have much. But if you put down something on the $10 table, you could be very happy with it. I'm not telling you to spend all of your money on Facebook ads. I'm just telling you that if that is something you choose to do to boost your business, do it intelligently and use these tools. So there's the slideshows, and those are like moving pictures. So a static picture versus a slideshow, you have 2.4 times the return on a click. So everybody who clicks, you get almost 2.5 times the return on your investment. So people are more interested in moving pictures than in static pictures. And then you have video ads. People spend 5 times as long looking at a video ad than at static pictures. And they showed, they have Cirque du Soleil. She used them as an example for a Canvas ad. Now, apparently that's a lot more complicated and involves a lot more work, but you get a lot more return on your money. And I'm not going to front with you. I don't completely understand what a Canvas ad is, but I'm putting it out there. You do some research, I'll get to research, and we'll get back to one another. So your marketing funnel, something I've learned at the 9 to 5 that I have. Marketing funnels are, and these are things you have to learn. Like we say, I don't care about this and that, but if you're in business, learn business stuff. It only makes sense. Like if you're a seamstress, you got to learn about fabric, right? So if you're in business, you got to learn business stuff. Sales funnels. So your sales funnel, you have your awareness. Now people have to know who you are. That's where the likes and the comments come in. Yay, that's great. But you still haven't sold anything yet. The demand generation. So now people know you are around. Now you want to start to generate some kind of demand. Acquisition, that's the lead generation, what I was talking about before. When you run these ads and they actually give you feedback on who's looking at these ads, and you can actually follow up by targeting the people who are actually looking at your ads, right? Makes sense. The acquisition, so actually getting the person to come to you or to go to your site, and then the transaction, when they buy something, when they buy your service or they buy your good. So this is what we need to keep in mind as modern day entrepreneurs and small business people who use social media for our businesses. You have to give to get. And you have to have content for people to want to follow you. And the quality of your content is going to be reflected in your sales, but your sales has to be targeted. So that's really, really important. And something that I know I personally do is that social media for me, it really did start out just social, and then it went to business, but now it's a combination of the two. And I think that there's a lot of lonely people behind these screens, and we can really help each other. So aside from doing a business and running my business on social media, I also am here to connect, not just collect, but to truly connect. So mine is twofold, and that's why I have a personal page and a business page. Facebook Live. Some of you are sick of it. Here I am, Facebook Live. What is great about Facebook Live is it is not edited. It is real. If you're trying to connect with people, if you're trying to connect to the everyday person, a live makes a big difference. They know you didn't edit it. They know you couldn't stop it and change models, or you can't fake it with Facebook Live. And a lot of people relate to that, and a lot of people connect with it. And you can also track your success. And this is all from Ads Manager. So measuring success and insights, it allows you to track and change who you target and how you're targeting and how you're marketing. So like I said, real life, you don't have to run a campaign for a month and then look at it at the end and in hindsight go, wow, that didn't work very well. You can change it as you go, which I think is super important. Facebook Pixel, somebody out there, please help me out. Facebook Pixel, it is apparently an amazing tool. It lets you track what people do after they view your ad. So from what I understand, limited understanding is, okay, I'm on my phone, I'm on Facebook, I do something. I look at this, I'm going to get married, I'm looking at wedding dresses, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that. I close my phone and I'm at work on my work computer and I'm looking around there, and now I'm looking at cakes and I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that. Apparently what Facebook Pixel will do is it tracks what that person does after they leave their phone and where they go after, and it gives you a good broad picture of what it is that they're looking for. So again, it helps you target your audience. All those huge advertising corporations, what do you think they do? Why do you think they spend all that money on research? They want to know what you do, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, so that they can advertise to you. If they don't know you, they don't know what words, what images, which colors, what sounds are going to appeal to you. So they study you. So if you're in business, you need to study your clientele and know, actually figure out who they are, and then really target, hone in on them. Ad auction, I'm not going to front, I didn't completely understand this, but apparently when you do an ad on Facebook, there's an auction involved, and I'm not sure if this is all the time or some of the time, so I don't want to speak on this too much because I'm here to help, not to confuse, and this part had me a little bit confused. So ad auctions, if anybody knows more about it, please let me know. Ways to be creative. And again, Facebook, it just keeps incorporating things. They are making themselves the one-stop shop for everything. Do not sleep. So they talked about the Boomerang app, which one of the ladies that I work with uses all the time, and I love it. I saw one of her ads. I'm like, what'd you use? I have to use that. That's so cool. So the Boomerang app, I'm not going to tell you what it does. Go check it out. And there's another one called Hyperlapse, and you know those really cool tasty videos and the like the videos where they teach you how to make things, but because our attention span, they're so short, they speed it right up so you get to see the whole thing being made right away, and there's simple words on the screen, and boom, that's hyperlapse. So there are ways to make your ads more interesting. Take a bit of time. There are a lot of free apps, and it is worth spending $2 or $3 or $4 on an app that's going to give you quality output. As much as so much of this stuff is free, don't cheap out, guys. You could spend $20 a month on your business. It will be worth it in the long run. Inspirationalized. Oh yes, she used this example. There's this lady who does food, I believe. Inspirationalized, and super cool trick. If you are advertising a product, and this is going out to my team, if you are advertising a product, this lady sells it's food recipes, I believe, and she took a foam board and put like what do you call it? Marble looking tie tack on the foam board. That is her counter. Okay, so now it looks like they have expensive marble counters, and then another white foam board in the back which reflects the light. So using a simple iPhone, Samsung device with a few little props from the dollar store. Yes, I'm the dollar store queen. If you don't know about it, I could tell you all about it in another live. You can make your stuff look quality, like super quality, and they're providing these apps. So in the comments, I'm going to put a link that they gave us. It's facebook.com/business/success. Another one that they have where you can learn a lot about Facebook and how to use the tools that they provide for us. media.fb.com and business.instagram.com. And there's another one called Facebook Blueprint, advertising's best practices. So the information is out there, people. I just gave you some. Like I said, I will write those links in the comments. What else is there? 50% of your audience Twice a week. Yes. And so also to another thing, cost per click does not always equal ROI. That's return on investment. So your cost per click may not necessarily be the same as the return on your initial investment in your ad. So people spend anywhere from $5 to $5,000 on an ad. I am not telling you, thank you, Darcy, not telling you to spend all of that money. But again, we are getting so much for free. And if you are unclear, do a lot of reading for free. And then try your hand at some of these options, some of these tools that they're providing, because they can really take us far. So remember too, no more than 20% of text in your photos. Now, there are still a lot of people who read, like me, even with my bad eyesight. I like to read, I like information, but remember, you're trying to stop the thumb. The thumb scrolls like crazy all over the place. You want it. You need that image, that phrase, that whatever it is to make it stop. So that is kind of in a nutshell what I learned about Facebook from the lovely Brandy, who taught us so much. And like I said, I couldn't even keep up. There's a few things I have to do research on. I will put the learning links in the comments. And what else is there? And just, be afraid, but do it. That's the only advice I have for you. I am fearful of things every day, and that's because I push myself hard every day. And we can all get somewhere. Support each other's businesses. If you need something and you can wait a little bit for it, don't go to Walmart. Don't go to the mall. Those people have a lot of money. And the person you know on your feed and your timeline probably will do something better with it than, the people who have billions and billions of dollars. Send kids to camp, help people pay mortgages, help people put air conditioner in their house, help them put gas in their house. Let's help each other. We can all grow so much, so enormously. And I really believe in that. So get out there, get the knowledge. I'll post the links. Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, believe it or not. Can you believe there are 1 billion people on Messenger? That's bananas. And if you could get 8 of them next month to buy something for you, and those 8 people tell 2 people, and so on and so on. So use your tools. That's what I learned. I hope I did good, Brandy, if you're watching. I hope I did well. And I'm out there to learn some more stuff, and I will share it with you as well. So have a great night. Use your Facebook, spread love and joy, information, and let's all go get it. So that's it. My Facebook lesson. Have a good night, everybody.